like, just that little window. So it wasn't all bad. That 9-win season, the most Bulldogs ever won, hardest they've ever been in the playoffs.
And that they must abide by the decisions of the official. Spectators are important in the process too.
Most points ever scored, yeah.
Rules of fair play. Each phase requests
Adam Smith into the top 5 reception yards.
Set your mind before we start. Before it starts. It's going to happen in about a minute.
Primary purposes of high school athletics. The TSSAA hopes you enjoy the game.
Got me on 3. I like it. Check, 1, 2. I'm Aaron Harvey. I am.
And you're not.
That's right. I don't hear you very.
Can you not hear me?
Not very much. Can you hear him?
Not when he's muted.
Oh, you can't. You can't speak when you're muted.
Oh, okay.
So.
Check 1, 2. Sipowicz.
I can't believe we're doing this again. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm fired up for this one for sure.
Do you remember when I was in college, I called you and did an interview? "What day is it?" Winnie the Pooh asked his dear friend Piglet, who replied, "It's the opening day of high school football, and BBV TV Channel 1086 is bringing live coverage of the Hoot Bowl, featuring a hungry, experienced Coalfield team and a budding Wartburg program with a new head coach making his first appearance in that position in the game named after his grandfather." To which Pooh replied, "Really? Holy crap!" And Winnie, I completely agree. It took a little bit of wheeling and dealing, but everyone came together to move this game to a Thursday and to help you get your life back as normal as possible. To them, you're not just a claim number, you're a person who needs help getting your car, your health, and your life back. When a wreck or injury happens, there's so many questions like, what do I do? Well, they'll find the answers for you. Every single day, they see how severely people's lives are affected by a wreck or an injury, and they are honored to help every person that they can help. For more information on OEB Law, which we are so happy to get back on board with us, you can go to wreckintoacheck.com. That's simple, easy to remember, and Tim Elrod and his staff will come help you out. I'm Aaron Harvey, excited to be joined once again by living legend, Dr. Dan the Man, Coach Shoemaker. You know this rivalry quite well as a former assistant and head coach of this Wartburg program.
Aaron, that is so true. I made my first trip to Coalfield in 1992 with Coach Rory Foster as a really young, green behind the ears coach. That was the first time I'd ever saw and met Coach Gary Chris, and I saw the passion and the effort that he demanded from his Coalfield teams. My final time coaching in that game was in 2012, and I made that trip with Coach Tony Broner. I've seen a lot in that 21-year span. I've seen a lot of players, a lot of coaches, and a whole lot of plays, and I'm glad to have been a part of this rivalry.
It is a rivalry indeed. So that's Dan Shoemaker. I'm Aaron Harvey. It is Thursday. We get a double decker this week to open up our high school football season. So get started on a Thursday, and then tomorrow night we'll have coverage for you as well. Only a few other games going on tonight, and we'll tell you about all of those. But we'll also do an extensive preview of our opening matchup tonight as well, which I'm really excited about. It's the Hoot Bowl. It's game 1 of 2 of our OEB Law Games of the Week. Super excited to bring that to you right here on BBB TV, channel 1086.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey with Coach Dan Shoemaker. You know, you get into a new season, you don't always know what to expect. There are a lot of variables, and you're talking about teenagers. You don't always know how they'll react to new scenarios or the lights coming on. That's why I'm not a big fan of preseason predictions, in high school or college for that matter. And that's a whole argument I can go on. That's a 2-hour tangent I can go on. I do think it's fun, though, to read about how these young men have worked in the offseason to prepare for this moment. Every single possibility exists at this moment when every team has a clean record. And that's what makes week one so great. The players finally get to put on the pads and hit someone when it matters. What's that feeling like from a coaching side?
Well, you know, from the coaching side, every coach I've ever known has always got a bunch of questions running through his mind right now. Did we prepare everything we need for tonight? Is everything in for the game plan that we want to do? Do we have enough spare helmet parts if a helmet breaks? You know, just really crazy stuff. Do we have enough ice? Do we have enough water? You know, do we have enough towels? Are the headphones charged? And then that's all the management side. And then there's the emotional side, too. You've got to make sure that your team stays on an even keel. You don't either of these teams in their 2024 season, and we'll be able to make some judgments off of their week one performance.
Just to go off a little bit, you mentioned handling your emotions, and just want to point out right now on your screen, that is Morgan County Sheriff in the middle in the white hat, Wayne Potter, diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer that had spread to his liver, and he's in his 10th week of treatment. He made a statement that there were some issues getting him treatment there at the very beginning, and he looks really good out there on that field to have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And I know this community has rallied around him and all the thoughts and prayers in the world surrounding him. And he will be the honorary coin flipper, I guess is what you call it, tonight for the game. So that's a really great thing that this Wartburg staff has done to support the Morgan County Sheriff.
You know, that struggle going through the treatments, you got to have that family of support, and it's really amazing how this community has come together to support not just Sheriff Potter, but the family and all those folks who work with Sheriff Potter at the Sheriff's Department as well. And it's you know, it's really good to see him out here tonight. So,
moving on from that, tonight on Rivalry Thursday, you've got a football game that we've covered several times through the years. Powell goes to Anderson County. Panther quarterback Deuce Rogers, he's become a veteran for his school, and somehow, running back Connor Wheeler still has eligibility. I don't understand it. It's like he got a COVID year. That's what it feels like.
Exactly.
For Anderson County, they're out with the old transfer quarterback, in with the new one. Of course, we're talking about Zay Hall, graduated in the spring, and Landon Hensley, who makes his way into the AC starting role from Campbell County. Of course, Zay Hall transferred in for 1 year from Jefferson County. So Hensley's been solid in scrimmages and jamborees, but the Mavericks, they're going to look a lot different in a few other positions as well. Waylon LaRue taking over the main running back position duties from Nick Moog, who has graduated on. Israel Small and Evan Pyatt, they're going to be assumed to be the top 2 receivers, replacing the production of Dalen Cole and Xavier James from a year ago. Mavs, they're going to be dangerous once again, but so is Powell, as they are once again led by head coach Matt Lowe. Should be a great game tonight.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of known quantities in this matchup. There are some unknown quantities in that big game, too, tonight. The Mavericks have a bigger, more physical offensive line than they've traditionally had over the years. Well, they use that line to be more physical up front and try to establish the run to set up the pass versus that whole 50-50 balance that they've tried to do. I think the combination of Deuce Rogers and Connor Wheeler being back are going to look strong, but there's some other big holes up front that Powell's going to have to figure out. While I think this is a great matchup tonight, it's always tough to go to AC and play. AC's got a few more roster changes. It may take them a little longer to gel. I would think Powell would have the advantage, except for the fact that they're going to AC, and that's just such an environment to play in. I call that one a toss-up like I did last year.
And I think you could be right about that. The only other game remotely in the area sees the Cherokees of McMinn County travel from Athens to Chattanooga to take on defending 6A state champ Bradley Central. That's a tough way to start the year for a second time in a row for McMinn. So tell you what, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and up next we're going to tell you a little bit about this Hoot Bowl that we're getting ready to see and our rivalry game between Coalfield and Wartburg. You're tuned in to the Thursday night edition of the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drive 2009-95. 20 built for the game.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing...
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Coach Dan Shoemaker. We're at John R. Dillon Field in Wartburg for the Hoot Bowl between the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets of Coalfield. First time BBB TV has ever been to John R. Dillon Field to broadcast a game, and we're having internet issues. Go figure. So apparently AT&T's had issues all day, so we are trying to get our broadcast signal out. If it seems a little bit slow, it might not be on your end, it might be on our end, but we're trying to get that worked on as we speak. We've got an IT guy on his way, going to try to help get us some faster internet. So I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way, let you know. So these two schools are natural enemies, or, frenemies, if you will. They've played 86 times, making each of the other's most common opponents. So Coalfield leads the overall series, the best we can tell, 45-39. So it's been a close series, but you wouldn't know that if you've only been around since about 2006, which is the year the current head coach graduated. And it's not just against Coalfield the county seat program has struggled. Just look at this. 19 total seasons since 2016. 8 coaching changes. 45 wins, 141 losses. 2 wins against Coalfield, 2008, 2009. 4 playoff appearances, 2010, 11, 17, and 18. 4 winless seasons. 3 one-win seasons. 3 two-win seasons. And 1 season, just one, with more than 4 wins. So, trivia question for you, Coach Shoemaker.
Yes, sir.
Who was the head coach here at Wartburg the last time they defeated Coalfield back in 2009?
I think I know that guy. Yeah, that was me. The last time the Dogs bested the Jackets was in 2009. That was, or in 2008. We also beat the Yellow Jackets. That was my first win as a head coach. Coach Henry and myself had just taken over both programs. So it's been a long tradition, but since then it's been a struggle.
So we're getting ready to sing our national anthem, but also take a moment of silence for a Coalfield student that recently passed away. So let's join in with our PA announcer, Justin Sperling, for that.
And we'll never forget her smiling face. At this time, let's take a moment of silence in honor of Ms. Paisley Annabelle Phillips. Thank you. At this time, let's welcome to the field American Legion Group number 149, based down here in Wartburg, Tennessee. They will present our nation's colors.
So now having the local American Legion Hall present the nation's colors, which is really cool. I'd like to see that.
That is very cool.
I see some people out there that I recognize, being around this Wartburg community for about my whole life. And this is when it gets real. You're about to hear the national anthem.
The Wartburg Central High School Marching Band.
And that's when you know it's almost game time. Let's join in for that national anthem played by the Wartburg Central High School Marching Band. So that's how you know it is almost game time here at John R. Dillon Field. So 2006, the game between Wartburg and Coalfield, that was the inaugural Hoot Bowl, named after Coach James Gibson's grandfather, Jim Hoot Gibson, who was an influence. He was a Korean War veteran and an All-American football player at Carson Newman. The guy left a tremendous mark throughout his decorated life. You see there on your screen, coaching stops all over East Tennessee: Kingston, Loudon, Scott High, Elizabethton, Clinton, Rockwood, and of course Wartburg. Defensive coordinator at Loudon, two teams that won back-to-back state championships in 74 and 75. Got the head job there at Kingston, led them to a state runner-up in 1981. Just a tremendous guy. As you see, that was a picture there from his last stint when he was here at Wartburg before he retired, and he passed away in 2005 from cancer at the age of 69.
Yeah, I always loved talking to Coach Gibson. It was amazing. I always learned so much from him. He'd forgotten more football than I'll ever know. And I would always ask him questions. Usually it was about defense.
Ended his coaching career as an assistant here at Wartburg. So this game, this rivalry called the Hoot Bowl, there's a trophy. The winner gets to take it to their school and keep it for the year. So just a little bit about this rivalry. I went to social media to ask everybody what this rivalry meant to them. Here's some of the responses I got. Brody Jones, who attended both schools, said that he remembered students of both schools being raised to hate the other school. Luke Jackson, a Coalfield guy who has gone viral on the internet and is part of a podcast, the Balls Deep podcast. I'll give them a shout out for his love of UT sports. He simply wrote, "It's a rivalry," and touche. That's a great response. Missy Cooper of Coalfield said she remembered the players being pumped up the week of the game before, and as her brother would say, finishing it on the field. And David Koonsman, a Wartburg grad who also attended Coalfield earlier in his life, said he would write his thoughts, but it wouldn't matter because Coalfield hasn't produced a literate student since well before he was born. So. No love lost between these two programs. And when I asked that, I said, listen, this is all in good fun. Trash talk if you need to, because when I was in high school, of course, I went to school here. I'm not going to hide that fact. But those Coalfield guys that we played against were some of my best friends. And so there is a rivalry there, but it, for the most part, will always end on the field, on the court, whatever you need to say there.
This is a lot of great plays and a close finish at the end.
So you see on the field, Coalfield captains, Wartburg captains meeting, and they will do the coin flip, and Morgan County Sheriff Wayne Potter there for that. And so we'll get to see what they choose. I just want to say this because everybody always has 6C transcends any feelings that I've ever had about a rivalry or anything like that. And Coach Shoemaker, you're one of the most humbly awesome, integrity-laden people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. So I'm confident in telling the rooters of Orange and Black tonight, they can rest assured this is about the kids for us, and we're going to call this thing fair.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Gary, Chris, and I were middle school basketball coaches when I first started, and he was just wonderful to me in all of that. Jared Henry and I both were going through a cancer battle nearly at the same time. We would call each other around those checkup times,
Opposite sides of the spectrum, it seems like Coalfield has had that upward on those sidelines. Our roster says there's 50 of them. They've got more
number to me as well. The biggest difference I see for Coalfield this year from last is they're physically bigger and stronger. Coach Boone Wilson has worked with them in the off season. I've known Boone for a long time, greatly respect what he does, and he's taught them some grit, resilience, and some hard work.
Yeah, and we're running a little bit behind getting into this because we're about to kick this thing off. So we will do one of our favorite segments, Dr. Dan's Do's and Don'ts, when we get a moment just here in a second. And you can tell us what you think both of these teams have to do or not do in order to come away victorious tonight. So
I think it's going to be pretty much a straight-up ball game when we watch it. I think for Coalfield, the things that they don't want to do is you don't want to overlook a team that your program has beaten for the last 14 years straight.
Yeah. Okay. Kickoffs tonight sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union located in Knoxville, part of the United Association, reminding you that there is no substitute for union tradesmen. Getting set to kick for Wartburg, number 0, Cooper Luttrell, back deep to receive for Coalfield. Looks to be Jaden Bunch and Lane Adcock. And here is that kickoff. And quickly, Coalfield has a 2nd and 4.
To the sidelines, looks like. Is that my friend Leonard?
Yes, that's right.
So Coalfield comes up to the line. They're ready to run their 2nd down play, but they're going to have to wait for Mr. Whitehat to get ready.
12. Is it 12-minute quarters?
12-minute, yeah.
12-minute quarters.
Yes, 12-minute quarters.
Oh, we had 10 minutes on the clock. So if we're going to do some quick math here, you just add 2 minutes to it, and you're good to go. And that's exactly what's done. As we are 27 seconds into this football game.
Had a little hand signal there, you know, and communicated.
Hey, you know what? It's the first game of the season. We're all rusty a little bit.
And we cranked the clock.
So here comes Coalfield. Bunch is going to be on the left. Maybe look for a counter here, man.
There's a lot of adrenaline flowing right now.
Does all that motion happen? So
complete. This guy could get it. He puts it low to the outside, and only Burgess had a chance at that. That was a nice throw and catch.
Burgess had 11 touchdowns. And here we got a lot of motion again as 2 will go out to the left. This time, Bunch will get the carry.
Uh-oh. They spotted him at 9.
Well, all right. I misspoke. So it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I voted with you, man. I was with you on that one.
But Coalfield has entered the Wartburg side of the field. And then we see it again. There's a little bit of confusion there. Levi Heidel as a fullback, and now on a little end around. And Wartburg is all over that as Ian Francis is there for the tackle of Shannon.
Oh, yeah, we got some extracurriculars going right there. It'll be interesting. Good ball. Oh, they both count.
All right, so
after the play, both penalties will be enforced.
So what was that first one? Was that an equipment penalty?
I think when he continued to play without the helmet on.
Yeah.
I think that's what that one was.
Because they always, and I don't know why that's unsportsmanlike. I don't know why that just doesn't have its own penalty, but they always call that an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But that is huge. That's 30 yards in penalties. They started this drive.
Yeah, that was a huge penalty.
So you got to make the 43, and you're at the 22. So that's, let's see, 28, 7, that's 35 on formation. Looks like Austin Beasley back deep to receive for Wartburg. A wobbly spiral, and looks like that one's going to roll out of bounds. Coalfield racked up 35 yards and 30 yards. That's a killer. So we get to see this Wartburg offense for the first time tonight and of the season. And watch for Wartburg is definitely going to be a 2-time All-State selection and has the carry. And
no, Bucky Hurt, I think, had the tackle on that one.
He lost a yard on that Hammers 1st and 10, and that'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Bucky goes to my school. I talked to him yesterday, actually, and he was telling me he's playing on the edge. He's a quick kid, and he showed his quickness right there.
It's kind of cool that you're in that position as principal there at the Morgan County Career and Technical Center, that you do get to see kids from all the schools.
All schools, County. Yeah. And we're talking football every Thursday and Friday.
So here's Lawson Swint. Handoff goes to Queenie, and Queenie's looking for running room, and he's not going to have any.
No.
Number 6, Landon Quinney on the carry.
Gobbled up and stopped and may have lost another yard.
I was going to say, yeah, now.
To gain of 1 on the play brings up 3rd.
Okay, he got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe?
I'm telling you, I'm off on these where they're spotting the ball.
Well, they got a robot now that paints these things.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's like a Roomba, except it's running paint instead of vacuuming.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay, our streaming has improved greatly, so we'll talk about that in just a second. But here is Lawson Swint looking over the middle. That pass ball is incomplete.
Yep.
And just like that, Coalfield forces a 3 and out. Wartburg will have to send the punt unit on. So you'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay, Swint takes a snap and rolls to his left.
I like the call. They moved the pocket a little bit to get away from pressure. Got what they wanted. They just couldn't make the completion.
Bunch back to receive.
So Austin Beasley going to punt this thing away, and Jaden Bunch set to receive, and he will.
He got loose.
And on the Coalfield 45. And, Bunch is hit hard, but he stays upright and gains some more yards. And where he took that punt, Wartburg may have been better off just going for it on 4th down.
I was going to say, they didn't pass the sticks on that one when you do the net. Wasn't a bad punt.
It was low.
Yeah.
Nothing about this 25. He first down.
Nice distance.
For Coalfield.
Bunch is dangerous, though. That was a massive collision.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. I remember watching him in middle school, even.
So here's Coalfield. They'll get their second opportunity with 7:39 left to go in this first quarter. Treese sets up the screen. And that goes to Heidel, and Levi Heidel still on his feet, breaks free, gets to the edge, and he is going to be rolled out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
3-yard line. I thought he was a little closer than that.
I did too. I thought he got to the 2. I'm way off tonight.
Here's apparently. The replay, man. Nice setup. Wartburg was bringing the pressure. And they just had more bodies out there than Coalfield had more bodies out there to block. Got Heidel loose in the space.
So Wartburg's got a player down right now. Looks like Jalen Thomas. So we want to say again, remind you that our replays this year are sponsored by Chuck Fleischman, congressman, serving Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties since 2010. You can go to chuckforcongress.com.
Cooper Lucky was shaking up on the play.
So we'll have a first and goal from the 3 once we get back to our action here.
Yeah, I think they go ahead and give them some water. It's not really that hot tonight like it has been.
Yeah.
It's a good night for football, but still, when you're out there on that field and you're grunting and pushing and running, you get hot, you get tired, you get thirsty.
So one thing that I wanted to note, I saw some of the commentary on social media and things, and there are some people that are really hyped about this Wartburg program, and for good reason. But saying things like they expected Wartburg maybe come in here and win this game tonight because of the hype, like follow the hype. Guys, Coalfield's got the hype too, though. That's the problem. And direct snap to Jaden Bunch, and he is in for the score.
Touchdown,
Coalfield. The Yellow Jackets put 6 on the board. What everyone needs to understand, if you are a Bulldog fan, you're rooting for them, you see the progress is being made, and there is a lot of progress is being made. But here's the thing, we were there. Coalfield's season ended in the third round of the playoffs last year, and they were angry about that. They thought they should have gone farther. They thought they had a really good shot at South Pittsburgh in the semifinals to try to get back playing for a state championship game. They were angry. And
we're going for 2, Aaron.
They were mad all summer long. So this game for Coalfield is them like unleashing all of that rage that they've had. And so that's why I felt like going into this, both of these teams are going to give their absolute best effort. And I don't think, because one of your keys was don't get caught sleeping, as Coalfield will go for 2. Treese rolls out to the right, looking, lets it go. That pass is complete to Bo Wilson. And so now Coalfield leads this game 8-0. Just like that, with 7:20 left to go in this first quarter. And you are tuned in to the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a checks. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
As we get set for this kickoff, it is Jack Treese kicking off, and it is an onside kick, and who's got it?
Wartburg should have it unless something crazy happened. Uh-oh, no.
Something crazy happened.
It sure did.
Dr. Dan. So our kickoffs tonight, sponsored by the local 102 Plumbers and Steamfitters Union in Knoxville, a member of the United Association, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. So here's
the replay. And it squirted through about 3 or 4 different people.
It did.
And I thought it was right there, but no. It popped up.
Sure did. So Coalfield's got a Hammers 1st and 10 at the Wartburg 41-yard line. So Bunch not in the backfield. Instead, it's Hayden Hedrick, and Hedrick breaks free up the left sideline.
He's out the left side.
And
they got him.
Tackled barely by Lawson Swint. And Coalfield's moving. Another Hammers 1st and 10. Ball's got to be spotted at the 18-yard line. So we'll see this Chuck Fleischman replay here.
This little power set is really causing some confusion for the Bulldogs right now.
Hedrick, a sophomore, as Bunch still not out there. Treese will keep it straight up the middle, and Treese still on his feet, and looks like he's going to get down to about the 10.
Yeah, nice hard run. I didn't ever like my quarterback doing a whole lot of that, but, you know, every now and then you got to keep them honest.
Yeah.
2nd down and 2.
And I always wonder if it was a busted play as we see the Chuck Fleischman replay. No, that was a design the whole time.
I love how Treese put his hand up there to guide his blocker. Who was that? That was Hedrick.
Yeah.
Guiding Hedrick. Go get him.
Brings up a 2nd and 2. Ball is on the 10-yard line. Treese with Hedrick in the backfield again. Heidel playing a fullback. And here is Hedrick. He's got enough for the Hammers 1st and goal.
I think he's down about the 1.
I'm not going to say until they mark it.
Tell him no. Say I said the 1 and they're out there at the 4. What can I say?
You see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Very patient. Hedrick waiting on his blockers. Coalfield had the ball the entire first quarter so far. As Hedrick gets the handoff.
He got stoned. Got stoned right there in the middle. I don't know who made that tackle, but it was a nice, solid fill from the linebacker spot.
Stop by number 16, Alan Nance.
Where do they?
Nance, number 16.
Looks like they put it back at the 4, so no gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal to go from the 4.
Coalfield is so dangerous, though. Jaden Bunch back in the game now. Treese fakes the handoff, and he will keep it up the middle. Quarterback draw.
I think he's in. No, he's short.
They're going to spot him maybe half a foot short.
Brings up third down.
So it'll be third and goal. I expect
from the 1.
I would expect a quarterback sneak here, but I don't know. Coalfield's not been under center any tonight. And sometimes when teams don't practice under center, they don't feel comfortable doing that, even if they are 6 inches away from the goal line.
They'll snap it 5 yards deep to get it back in to make that 1 foot they need.
And that is, they're going to stay in that same formation. Treese, handoff, Bunch, and Bunch is in. Touchdown, Coalfield.
Yeah, just handed it off over the right side right there.
And that was a read. You could see Treese had the option. He could have pulled that and kept it himself. As you'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
They really overloaded that right-hand side right there. And he's reading. He's reading the backside end, and backside end didn't chase, so he hands it off.
So this time they're going to send Jack Treese on to attempt the extra point, leading this one 14-0. Here's the snap, set. That kick is up, and it's true.
Look good to me.
4:08 left to go in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets have had the ball the entire first quarter except for 3 plays. They lead it 15-0 here on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for kickoff with Coalfield leading 15-0. Kind of an odd score, maybe you're recognizing. Coalfield went for 2 the first touchdown and got it, and then went for the extra point the second one and got it. After that first touchdown, kicked an onside kick.
Got it, yeah.
And went straight down the field and scored again. Kickoff tonight sponsored by UA, Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union in Knoxville, member of the United Association, reminding you that there is no substitution for UA skilled craftsmen. So this time, Treese will kick it deep, and it will be taken by Avery Stafford at about the 5-yard line. Stafford gets it up to about the 23, and he's brought down.
Yeah, that was a more traditional-looking kickoff. You saw how Coalfield had lined their guys up outside the hash marks to give them that little run down coming, that little downhill run piece.
They've got different. They don't have it updated. That was the most updated one. No, he brought this one.
So Hammers 1st and 10 as Lawson Swint in the backfield. Maddox Hutcherson behind him. Pistol set, man in motion. Handoff goes to Hutcherson. Hutcherson with a little bit of running room up the middle. Gets it up to the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 6.
Nice little run right there.
We'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4.
And if you're Wartburg, your offense has not been on the field very much, but you can't panic. You got to stick with the plan.
Right. Find out what your identity is and then work that, play after play. I know I was always big on trying to get your offensive line in rhythm, where they're coming off the ball and they understand what they're doing and all of those things.
Handoff goes to Hutcherson again, looking for running room. Let's see where they spot it. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, he's about a yard maybe.
So we didn't get to it in our pregame, so let's go ahead and look at it right now. Dr. Dan's do's
and don'ts for Wartburg. Don't let the hype get ahead of you. Play each play and develop your identity early. Figure out what you're going to do well, because this is a new team, new coaching staff.
Hey, you just said that.
Yeah, I did.
And for Coalfield.
Correction. Official timeout?
Official timeout. We're going to measure, I think.
Oh, good. That gives us a...
No.
They're not even going to measure. So let's do Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts for Coalfield.
Coalfield, don't overlook a team you've beaten 14 straight years. You're going to have to play this one to make it work. And then the do is to run your offense, take care of the ball, and get things clicking. And Coalfield certainly has been able to do that during this first quarter.
You can tell you're a football coach because your do's and don'ts. This is what these teams are trying to do right now. Coalfield not overlooking that opponent. They've won 14 times in a row. They went with the onside kick and got it. As here is Lawson Swint. Quick pass to the flat. And that is complete to Landon Queenie. And no gain on that play. We'll bring up second down.
I was going to say, it looked like maybe a little flanker wide receiver screen right there, but it just didn't ever gel.
We'll call it a long nine.
Oh, they gave him a yard. They gave him a yard, Aaron. Look at that.
How about that? There were only 2 games last year where Queenie did not have over 100 yards receiving. That's strong. Hutcherson.
Number 20, Max Hutcherson on the carry.
Ooh, getting a little chippy out there, Aaron.
The gain of 1 is 3rd and 8.
You mentioned earlier, this is a rivalry game. You have to be able to control your emotions.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, getting a little chippy out there.
All right, so 3rd and 8. Back to pass is Swint. Swint looking for Francis, and that pass is incomplete. Coverage there by Lane Adcock, and that will bring up another 4th down for Wartburg.
Yeah, that's one of those 50-50 balls you hope your guy can go up and get. I like the call. 3rd and 9, you're going to have to get the first down.
And they had a one-on-one matchup.
They did.
Adcock just in great position that time.
And they're trying to take away Landon Queenie, so you're going to have to go back to somewhere else. And so, yeah, I like the call. Not a bad call at all.
A low snap on that punt, and is it going to be a fake? It can't be a fake.
No, he was down.
I do think that Wartburg was trying to fake that.
I think it was too, Aaron.
And it looked like the nerves of Beasley maybe got the best of him.
I think the snap was a little low, which kind of messed the timing up.
Yellow Jackets from that spot.
So he would have been down right there.
He's definitely down right there.
Yeah.
So now Coalfield in Wartburg territory again.
Short field right there. That makes it awfully tough on your defense.
And that's the second time Coalfield's had a short field after a Wartburg punt attempt.
Yes.
So Coalfield goes in motion again. Bunch to the left of his quarterback, Treese. Treese back to pass. Now he's got some pressure, having to roll out of that, and Treese will keep it. Tiptoes the sidelines.
Oh, there comes a flag.
Late flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to be a big penalty right there.
So they'll get him for a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it really wasn't a hit, more of a shove.
Yeah.
Kind of a push.
Dead ball,
Totally out of bounds. There's no doubt about that.
The penalty will be half the distance to the goal.
So we'll see the chuck flash replay.
For Coalfield.
He was out there by the fence, yeah. You're going to get that call every time, guys. That didn't even have to be one of those soccer flops, you know. That was.
Yeah, and you know what else too is like there were no Coalfield players in the area. You can't mask that at all. It's just those two players. So Hammers first and goal, just inside the 10-yard line. Coalfield in motion, threatening to go up 3 scores in this game. Treese sends a man in motion. Will give it on the end around, but
not much there.
Not a whole lot there. That's Bo Wilson on the carry.
Number 6, Bo Wilson on the carry.
Not much there.
Finney on the tackle. Brings up 6.
So you're going to spot it at the 6. So you're going to say you got 2 on the play. Second goal. As the first quarter winds down, just 15 seconds remaining. This is probably the last play. Again, Treese sends a man in motion.
Direct snap up front. I think he's in.
And there is a touchdown, Coalfield. There are flags.
They snapped it short. Everybody was looking at Treese, who carried out the fake, including me.
Yeah, I had no clue who had the ball. It was a direct snap to Heidel. So let's see.
Let's see what this is. Face mask.
Against the Bulldogs.
Touchdown is good.
And so that is a face mask on Wartburg. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Maybe we'll see this on.
Now I can see the play.
Yeah, because we know what's going to happen here.
That's just old school single wing football right there, guys. General Neyland ran that stuff, you know, back in the 40s and 50s.
So Jack Treese kicks the extra point. It's good. Coalfield, with just 4 seconds left in the first quarter, leads 22-0 here at Wartburg on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
Back to your OEB Long Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey. Coach Dan Shoemaker with you. And in this highly anticipated matchup between Coalfield and Wartburg, it has been all Coalfield in this first quarter. The Yellow Jackets lead at 22-0 with just 4 seconds remaining.
I'm going to say this will be the last play of the first quarter.
Should be.
We would think.
Well, I don't know. Treese has a big leg. He could kick this through the back of the end zone, and then we would have 4 seconds
one
left.
more play.
So let's see what happens. Here's the kick. Treese, high spinner. It will not go into the end zone, taking it about the 5-yard line. And not a lot there. There is a flag on the play, though.
And it came from all the way over on this side. I'm not sure what that was. And he was very deliberate about where he threw that. Now, because there's a flag, can we end the quarter with a penalty, or we have to play an untimed down?
Holding on Wartburg. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty.
And that's the quarter.
So the first quarter comes to a close. Wartburg will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line when we get back. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Energize your home with natural.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. It is a Hammers 1st and 10 for this Wartburg offense, trying to get something going, down 3 scores to begin this second quarter. It has been all Yellow Jackets.
They've been dominant on both sides of the ball and in the special teams play too. I mean, the punt returns have been really nice for them.
Lawson Swint fumbles the snap and has to just fall on it. So another miscue for Wartburg.
That's a loss of 5.
That'll put them down at the 5-yard line. So that's tough. Well, I got to tell you, a nice crowd here tonight.
That's always good to see.
So what happened on this snap? Was it was just a little low and to the left.
A little low and to the left, and
so here's Swint, empty set. Swint with a quarterback draw and gets it back up to about the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 3rd down and 10.
looks like Coalfield is starting to sub quite a bit on this defensive series. Now it looks like we've got some folks back in. Coming out of the quarter, you get a couple of plays with that. It can really kind of rejuvenate you.
3rd and 10, pistol set. Maddox Hutcherson lined up behind his quarterback, Swint. Swint drops back to pass. Under some pressure, fires over the middle, nobody home. And that'll bring up 4th and 10.
A little pressure up the middle. He had to move to his right, got him off his spot a little bit, and that always disrupts your timing. Fourth down.
Oh, there's a flag all the way back here. It looks like maybe a sideline warning.
I missed that.
Yeah, you can hardly. It's all the way up here, so that's what makes me think it's a sideline warning.
Mr. Scarborough's going to give us the call. Okay.
So it's
the dead ball penalty against Wartburg is a 5-yard penalty. Brings up 4th down and 15.
Never like punting out of my own end zone.
No, this is dangerous, especially with the issues that Wartburg has had tonight trying to punt the football.
You got to go max protect, which means your coverage then is not going to be as good.
It's low and wobbly, and it is taken by Bunch, and Bunch bulldozes someone.
Wow. That's a nice return, man, just straight ahead. I thought he might put his hand up, try to fair catch that one because he had some coverage coming down on him, but no, he tucked it and went straight ahead. There goes a drone over the field. That's pretty cool.
think Brad Jones needs to get a drone for our TV coverage. We got a whistle and offsides on Wartburg. So Wartburg gifting Coalfield 5 yards here, and that'll make it a Hammers 1st and 5. So again, Coalfield beginning in Wartburg territory.
Yeah.
After a punt.
Short field. Coaches fuss and fume about time of possession and field position. And Coalfield at this point has dominated both of those statistics.
So Hammers 1st and 5. Treese brings his team up to the line. Handoff, a little reverse here. And a flag comes out. Tackle is made. So Eli Justice got the carry there.
Might be a hold. I thought I saw a hold inside.
Flag came out right where the tackle was going to be made. You seen all these conspiracies that the NFL has scripted?
I have seen those, yes.
So you were right. It was a hold on Coalfield. So let's start a conspiracy right now. You see on the Chuck Flashing replay, the flag came out exactly where the tackle was made. That was the officials telling them where to tackle. That's what it was.
This summer I was reading a book. I got a new term for you, Aaron. It's called an inherited first down.
All right.
Do you know what that is?
I don't.
An inherited first down is when you get a first down on a change of possession. You didn't actually earn it.
Ah, you inherited. I like that. Treese back to pass on this 1st and 15.
He's loose.
He is loose. And he's looking for the sticks. And he's got more. Stays in bounds. He's still in bounds. And brought down inside the 5-yard line.
About the 4, maybe?
It looks like it. He's going to have a Hammers 1st and goal. Buddy, I thought he was running out, and he said, nope. Just kidding.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to step out, but tough kid.
Stepped into the pocket there and then took off, and just see him just working the sideline there and stays in bounds. It's incredible. Coalfield.
As good a football player as he is, and he's outstanding, he's also an outstanding baseball player. I know he's already committed to Lee University, and so proud of what he's accomplished with all that.
Handoff up the middle, reaching for the end zone. Is he in?
He is in.
That is a touchdown, Coalfield. It is all Yellow Jackets. Hayden Hedrick this time.
Yeah, this is just kind of straight ahead, hand the ball off, push up front, get in the end zone. That's old school football right there.
So Jack Treese on to attempt the extra point. It's up straight down the middle. It's good. And now Coalfield tacks on another one. The Yellow Jackets lead early in the second quarter, 29-0 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker in our first of 2 OEB Law Games of the week this week.
Yes, 2. We're excited to do 2 games this week. I got an interesting text during the break, Aaron. It seems that my granddaughter, Merritt Louise, is tuned in, I think, on YouTube. And so she's 18 months, but Andrew's training her right. So
there you go. Gotta love it. Our kickoffs tonight sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union in Knoxville. And this one is taken all the way up to the, looks like
31 maybe?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That may be their best starting position tonight.
And I believe that was Case and Hutcherson on the return.
Be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs, running the 30.
On the 30, missed it again. Missed it by that much.
So Wartburg trailing 29-0. I believe this is the 4th offensive possession for the Bulldogs. Hammers 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Swint going under center now as you've got an I formation.
I'm going to say you got an I, big fullback.
Going to move a tight end to the left. Hand off Hutcherson.
And the pile moved.
22 Max Hutcherson on the carry.
About 4?
About 4, that's right. We'll bring up 2nd and 6. So Wartburg running the air raid offense, but I talked to Coach Gibson, and he said, we have got to run the football. We have got to figure out how we can run the football. And he pulled up a stat. He was looking at it. The times Wartburg has won this game against Coalfield in like this millennium, they've outrushed Coalfield.
Yes.
So he felt like that was something that he really needed to do. So you set up, you get the run, you make Coalfield's defense honest, and then maybe you feel like you can open up the playbook a little bit, because right now they're getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and they're covering the receivers.
Exactly.
Really well.
And the thing is, and I said this earlier, your offensive linemen get into a rhythm as they come off the ball. And if you run the ball a lot, they'll get in to be able to do that. Once you find that identity, and we talked about that, pregame.
So after a pickup of about 3, we'll bring up 3rd and 3. And again, Swint under center. We got some whistles.
A flag?
I do see it over there by the Coalfield sideline.
Okay.
And that is a false start on Wartburg. That is a big one.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 goes to 3rd and 8.
So at that point, you got a couple of pretty decent running plays. You feel like, okay, maybe 3 yards in a cloud of dust can work for us, and you're within reach of that, and that first down, and now you're backed up 5 yards, and it limits what you can do in that playbook now.
Yeah, if you're going to run that I formation, any run-oriented offense, you're going to get on schedule, right? I got to get 4 yards. I got to get 4 yards. I got to get 4 now. I got a first down. This takes you completely out of your schedule.
So Wartburg is going to take a timeout. Your timeouts are sponsored this year by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit pattersonsappliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
So back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. You see Mr. James Hoot Gibson there on your right, the head coach, and the gentleman there in the middle with the backwards hat. That is Jesse England, who is a former Sunbright great, a heck of a quarterback.
Yes, he was. I coached against Jesse during those times, and yeah, he was the real deal.
Now the offensive coordinator of this Wartburg team. So, I wonder what he's got planned for 3rd and 8.
Well, they're back in the shotgun.
Got an H-back to the left, 2 wideouts to the left. Swint rolling that way. And he's looking. He tried to look across field, and the ball pops free. They are going to say he's down, though.
Okay.
Tackle made by Eli Jackson.
So he will lose, looks like 1 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 9.
No gain on the play.
Nope.
It was up 4th down.
Wrong again.
We got to get back in practice there, and we're not spotting the ball very well this game.
No gain on the play, and Swint was kind of ripped down awkwardly, but he's back up. He's okay. Wartburg in punt formation. Jaden Bunch back deep to receive for Coalfield. He'll set his heels on the 40-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Here's the snap. And this punt is ugly. Got a back spin on it.
Wow.
And it's rolling backwards and will roll dead at
just past the first down marker.
Yeah. And again, it's every single time Wartburg has punted, they may have been better off just going for it on 4th down.
I like what they're trying to do right there, okay? You got Jaden Bunch sitting on your left hash.
Yeah.
So they're punting to the right side numbers. It just, mishit it, and you get that back spin, and, it looks like a pitching wedge going out there.
I want to say a big thank you to Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big or small. Call Jason Stiltner. Fully insured and qualified. Full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, and more. So on this Hammers 1st and 10 for Coalfield, short gain. That number for Big Orange Tree Service, by the way, 865-414-5499.
Jaden Bunch had a nice little carry there, a couple yards.
That'll make it 2nd and 8. Coalfield just living in Wartburg territory in this game. See the Chuck Fleischman replay here. .6:30 left to go in this first half. Handoff goes to Bunch, looking to get around the right side, and he's spinning. Another flag comes out as Bunch gets it down to about the 32.
There's a flag on the play.
That looks like one of those holding flags right there.
Holding.
That is exactly what it is. Sloppy game with penalties.
10-yard penalty. Will remain 2nd down.
Now, I didn't see the hold.
I didn't either.
But obviously that official did. So I've seen a lot more than they call, I'll be honest with you. As a defensive coordinator, I was wanting that call a lot more.
That's going to set the ball back all the way to the Wartburg 47-yard line. They got to make the 31, so it's 2nd and 16.
This is probably a passing down if I don't miss my... Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. And Trees looking and making some room was Waylon Burgess, but passed just a little bit out of his reach. And that'll bring up 3rd down now and 16.
Yeah, Burgess, Burgess did a really nice job of being covered early, open late. He was able to kind of push off just a little bit to create the separation. And a little more precise ball right there, and that's a big play.
So 3rd and long.
Okay, down marker just went to 3. I was a little panicked right there.
Man in motion is Cameron Greer. Faked Treese. I think they're running about the same play. This is a comeback route instead for Burgess. The ball is stripped free, but rolls out of bounds.
Waylon Burgess, slow on the play, goes out of bounds.
4th down. 4th and 4.
Nobody really went for that fumble. I almost wonder if they thought maybe they would call it incomplete instead. No. It just got out of bounds.
Got out of bounds too quick, yeah. Now, another thing that's confusing us, Aaron, is see how far the down marker and the chains are set off that sideline?
Yeah.
They do that now. They didn't do that, years ago.
So 4th and 4, Coalfield going for it, sends a man in motion.
Big play right here.
Trees, handoff. Jaden Bunch breaks free. Up the left sideline to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Coalfield.
Touchdown, Coalfield.
Yellow Jackets lead it 35-0. Under 5 left to go in the first half.
Again, just straight ahead play right there. Straight ahead play. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. 35-yard run by Bunch. Jack Treese on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is true. So Coalfield now with 4:57 left to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets lead it 36-0 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Score of interest to report for you. Checking in on that Anderson County Powell score. 6:25 left to go in the first half. It's the Mavericks 14 to Powell's 3.
Wow. I thought it'd be a little closer, a little tighter game than that.
Yeah, well, check this one out. In the second quarter, Bradley Central, McMinn County tied at 6.
Didn't see that one either.
Did not. So.
I mean, Boo Carter's gone. We know that.
Yeah.
Boo Carter's wearing orange this year.
If he made that big of a difference for that team, then Vol fans can be really excited.
Exactly.
So this kickoff brought to you by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union, and this kickoff is taken on a run. And ooh, huge hit.
Big hit right there.
Up at the 31-yard line. Nevertheless, Wartburg has pretty good field position to begin with a Hammers 1st and 10.
You know, last time, Aaron, they came out in I formation, had a little success until they got behind the schedule with a penalty. Let's see what they open up with now.
Kason Hutcherson on the return, just a freshman.
Yeah, he's got a bright future here in Bulldog country. Back in the gun.
Yep, pistol set, 3 wideouts to the short side of the field there. Man in motion, handoff up the middle. And that goes to Ian Francis. And
Number 3, Ian Francis on the carry.
Francis.
That looked promising early, but the Coalfield defense really shut it down.
See this Chuck Flashberry play.
Looked like he had a seam, and then number 3, that's
Cameron Greer.
Yeah, Greer comes up and from a safety spot, I guess, and really fills the alley right there.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10. This time, Swint, empty backfield. Sending 5 wide. Swint. Looks like he's changing the play.
Changing the play, sure is.
And delay of game.
Flag on the play.
Clock got him.
Delay of game. Gets the Bulldogs.
So Swint will get charged with that 5-yard penalty. We'll make it 2nd and 15. Just under 4 left to play in this first half.
And those, a play like that, trying to get into formation, change a play, is something really hard to simulate in practice. I mean, you can try, but it's really hard to simulate. So I understand, especially first half of the first game.
Swint going to keep it all the way up the middle. And nothing there. So you spread the field out, and then you think you should have the middle of the field if you want to run the football.
There should be some spots in there.
Somewhere.
Right.
And Coalfield's front 7 just shut it down.
They really did. And what's happening, I think, is they're forcing double teams up front, which leaves linebackers free to run. If you can single block up front, that turns your guards or your tackles coming down loose to get linebackers, and then you can run the ball.
Pistol set. Swint with forever to throw, and he is going to roll out, and that pass is dropped. Landon Queenie dropped it.
That's unusual.
It is unusual for him. He would have been close to a first down.
4th down.
So that would have had it. He still would have been short, but wouldn't have been very short.
No, it wouldn't have been short by much.
And that's a great shot. You see all those fans standing on the fence there. There's no room in the bleachers for those Coalfield fans. And here is a punt. It's a spinner that will take, I believe they're going to say it hit out of bounds.
I think it hit right out of bounds.
Right at midfield or close to it.
So aside from the very first kickoff of the game, this will be Coalfield's worst starting field position.
Yes.
And it is in Wartburg's territory.
Still on Wartburg's end of the field. If you look down around toward the concession stand too, I don't know if we got a shot of that. You can see the crowd, man. There's a lot of people here at this ball game, and it's really great to see both communities come out and support their programs.
Yeah, look at all of those people there.
Yeah, that's really good to see.
And it looks like we're going to have some motion in the backfield on Coalfield on their hammers 1st and 10.
Prior to the snap, false start against the Yellow Jackets.
So that'll cost them 5, and they'll be in their own territory.
That's
they'll be on their side of the field.
Defensive coordinator's getting a little. He's feeling a little better now.
Gosh, did you see all those people?
Yeah, that's a bunch. Yes.
So here is Treese on the hammers 1st and 15. Sends a man in motion. Handoff goes to Bunch. Bunch picks up about 4.
I thought he had more because it looked like
too.
he had a little seam in there, but it shut down really quick.
So they're going to give him midfield. No, I'm going to give him more than that.
Looked like Maddox Hutchison on the tackle right there.
I was right the first time around. Oh, man, that's right. Brad just reminded me they've raised gate prices to $10.
Yes, they did.
That's a good gate.
But they also sold athletic passes for $25. So
they did.
They're trying to make it not as expensive.
Here's Swim back to pass on 2nd 11, sets up the screen to Bunch. Bunch with a lot of running room and slips.
The turf monster got him.
But not before he picks up the hammers 1st down.
I thought he might have scored on that because he had folks in front of him.
1st down, Coalfield.
You get him with grass in front of him.
There you go. Nathan Smith right there, just kind of leading the way. And those big guys like running out in space and hitting little guys because they're used to hitting big guys inside, right? They like running in space and catching those little guys.
That makes sense. Coalfield, 1:30 left to play. Hammers 1st and 10. Treese fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, in trouble, lets this one go. Oh my gosh, what a bomb.
Yeah, nice throw. Right
Beautiful throw.
Under pressure. He had pressure on his back.
And he was about at the, let's say, 41-yard line or so. We'll see on this Chuck Fleischman replay. And then that went out the back of the end zone. He was on the 45. That's a 55-yard throw.
Right, and really couldn't step into it because he had a guy across his shoulders there. So
he wouldn't be a pitcher, would he?
No, he's a catcher. Well, he does pitch a little bit, but he's a catcher. He's throwing folks out going to second.
From each school.
Do it during halftime?
Yes.
So,
want to do it. I'll be ready.
Hammer 2nd and 10.
He's back again.
And this time he does have a man, and that's caught. And heading towards the end zone and getting in is Eli Justice. Touchdown, Coalfield.
Touchdown, Coalfield. Play covers 37 yards.
Here in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets are up 42-0.
We're in run rule territory.
Yes, we are. just a nice throw and catch right there.
So here is Jack Treese. Snap was a little bit high, but it is down through the uprights. True. Coalfield leads this one with the second half winding down by a score of 43-0 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 24 Ford Maverick Hybrid, $25,515. 23 Ford Escape all-wheel drive, $30,995. 24 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 STX, $59,757. Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
And back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Coalfield set to kick off. 1:09 left to go in the second quarter. Apparently I said second half before we went to break. It is the second quarter.
Yes.
I mean, this is maybe a second half score, you would think, but...
And this has been a long second quarter. I'll say that as well.
A lot of penalties and a lot of points on the board. That'll do it.
Yes.
Kickoff sponsored by the United Association Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union out of Knoxville. More information, ualocal102.org. Teresa's kick taken at about the 10 and brought up across the 25 to about the 27.
Number 12, Austin Beasley on the kick return.
And Austin Beasley with that return.
Straight ahead run. I mean, you know, get north and south. When you get the ball, get north and south. Find the seam if you can.
So Wartburg going to run a 1-minute offense here?
Or, I think, yeah. Or getting the I formation, hand it off twice, and getting the half and try to make some adjustments.
Here's a score adjustment for you. Late in the second quarter, McMinn County leads Bradley Central 13-6.
No, I didn't see that one at all. Now, I tell you, that McMinn bunch, though, they're hard-nosed. They're going to run the ball. They're going to come straight at you.
Got to watch them Cherokees. Swint. And Queenie drops another one, and it is almost intercepted.
Almost picked.
Pass intended for Queenie falls incomplete. Brings up second down and 10.
Deuce Murphy almost got him one right there.
I wanted to continue my education after.
Very uncharacteristic of Landon Queenie. We'll see here on this Chuck Fleischman replay. And the ball is a little low. There were only 2 games last year that he didn't go over 100 yards receiving. And, you know, we've got an entire second half still yet, but here's Swint looking over the middle. Ball's batted up in the air and falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Look like Deuce hit that one again.
Switch pass falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now, Aaron, here's an interesting proposition. 50 seconds left. 3rd down. If you throw and it's incomplete again, you got to punt.
Yeah. Or just start going for it every time.
Yeah.
You want to punt because you know that you're going to need to punt throughout the season. So you need to get that work in. And here's a nifty play, a little reverse, and so he did run the football there. It looked like Gavin Sheldon.
It did. He's hurt.
And
it looked like a hamstring.
He got twisted down a little bit, and they're going to say he picked up 1, and that's going to bring up 4th down with 38 seconds left, but we'll see this replay. Nice play.
Yeah. Nice little misdirection, and I think you got to do that against a defense like Coalfield.
Ooh. His leg got wrapped around. And yeah, he's grabbing his hamstring, so
Let's transfer from Oak Ridge.
Hopefully he's going to be all right. So we'll take a break.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. It is 4th down.
Gavin Sheldon did get up. They got him off to the sidelines.
4th and 17. Wartburg going to send out a new punter now. It looks like Tyson Jones.
Gavin is a transfer in from Oak Ridge, so I'm not familiar with him.
And a high snap. You got to pick it up. What are you doing?
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Coalfield scores a touchdown on that snap that went over the punter's head, and he just looked really confused. I don't know if they weren't supposed to snap it yet, or
normally in that situation you tell your punter to kick it out of the back of the end zone, take a safety, and, and only give up 2 points.
So he's counting. He says, "I'm ready."
No, that was 5-6 feet over his head.
Went way over his head.
And he wasn't really sure whether he should get that or not.
So Jack Treason to attempt the extra point. It's up, and it is good.
Looked like Lucas Adcock's the one who got the recovery in the end zone for a touchdown.
So now it's 50-0 with 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter of the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Coalfield getting set to kick this off again. Now, you said earlier, maybe getting that out of formation, run it twice, get to halftime. Hindsight's 2020. It might have behooved Wartburg to do that.
Yeah, you want to get out of the half. Not that way. You don't want to get out of the half that way.
Here's Teresa's kick, taking about the 15-yard line, and getting up to, they're going to give him the 26-yard line, looks like.
Jeremiah Duncan on the return right there. Running hard.
Duncan's a sophomore. And that took 7 seconds off the clock, so still 2 seconds left in this second quarter. And Wartburg lined up in a safe formation, looking like they're just going to take a knee here.
They're going to take a knee and get out of the half.
No, Swint's going to, actually, it was Ian Francis taking a direct snap, and he was going to run it. And no gain on the play, and that is the end of the first half. Coalfield has dominated, and I don't know if that is putting it strongly enough. It is the Yellow Jackets at halftime, 50-0 in the OEB Law Game of the Week halftime festivities coming up next.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
So back to the OEB Law Game week. It is halftime here, and the food drive that takes place between these two schools for every year, we're about to find out who the winner of that is. And the 2001 Wartburg High School football team was honored as well. And I know you remember that team.
I do. I was a defensive coordinator on that team. Tough bunch of guys.
That team went 8-4. And
Wartburg Coalfield, 13,557. For a grand total of 22,445.
So Coalfield.
Congratulations to Coalfield.
And Wartburg's combined efforts,
for your hard work and generosity.
over 20,000 canned goods.
Yeah, 20,000 food items right there.
Going to Storehouse Ministries. Coalfield contributing over 13,000 of those.
Yeah, it always amazes me. As a coach, you really didn't have time to get involved in all that because you were doing all the stuff you needed to do. But kids in these buildings really come out and support that.
To the field, the Wartburg Central High School cheerleaders.
So talk a little bit more about that 2001 team. I know they went 8-4 and got put out in the second round of the playoffs by Alcoa.
That was back when we were playing Region 2 2A, so you were playing Rockwood, Harriman, Oliver Springs, but you also had in that bunch, you had Sweetwater, Alcoa, Loudon for a period of time. CAK for a period of time. And so that team was really tested. 8 wins in that region was pretty amazing. Then first round, we went up to Hampton to play the Hampton Bulldogs at J.C. Campbell Field, and had a pretty. I mean, the game was always in control. It was never really in doubt. By the time we got to the fourth quarter, we'd extended the lead pretty well. Then we went to Alcoa, second round, and for any of those players who remember that trip, the thing that stands out to me, we fought hard for 4 quarters, but then we had to fight our way back out to the buses. We had just one big brawl trying to get out of the locker room. They were down there taunting us and whatnot, and our kids responded, and then it was a melee after the ball game. So, but we got them all on the bus and got them back home. So,
wow,
great season though. Really a great season.
Your Wartburg Central High School cheerleaders.
How nice was it to see Alcoa go to 3A?
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, well,
I mean, for not just for Wartburg, like all of these teams, because your good Rockwood teams had to play Alcoa. Mm-hmm. Your good Sweetwater teams had to play Alcoa. Your good Wartburg teams had to play Alcoa to get to that, maybe the quarterfinals of the playoffs.
Right. I mean, for so many years we were playing for that 4th spot because they take the top 4 teams. And so it was. Now I was the head coach coach my first year. The last year, Alcoa came over here, and head coach was Gary Rankin, and they had a guy playing you may have heard of named Randall Cobb, who played many years in the NFL. And so when they left, I saw the bus leave. Actually, it pulled out that gate. I stood right over here and I waved. You know, my mother came up to see this ball game, right? And I don't know if Mom's watching now.
Oh.
Her birthday is Saturday, but she came up, and so I'm seeing her before the game. She said, "Son, how you going to do?" I said, "If I can hold them to 50, I've done a good job." "Oh, we do quit poor mouth." And I said, "No, Mom, if I can keep them under 50, I've had a good night tonight."
Yeah.
And I think they had like 52. So,
I'll tell you what, let's let the Wartburg Central High School marching band perform. Hey.
Once again, your Central High School marching band.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities, I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
So, ooh, mic was turned up really hot.
Wow, that was loud.
Yeah, we used my headset to listen to the band, and so we had to turn it up, and didn't turn it back down before I got it back. But anyway, we're back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. I want to say a special shout out to Medic. Medic does such wonderful things for this community. Donate blood, and if you want to know, because a lot of people don't know how that works, and I wouldn't know how it works if I hadn't participated in a specific blood drive. But if you donate blood, then it goes into a blood bank for you, so that if you yourself ever need blood, you get it for free. And your blood bank expires after like a year or whatever, but most people are not going to need a blood donation. Most people aren't. So you give blood, and someone, if someone needs it, they've got the blood there. The benefit to you, you got a blood bank for a year so that you can get free blood if you ever need a transfusion. Hope you never do, but donate blood. I always try to donate blood every chance that I get. It's a great thing. It can save lives. So.
I used to donate blood twice a year, and did so religiously until I was diagnosed with a lymphoma, which is a blood-borne cancer.
Yeah.
And so now I can't do that, but my wife, she donates usually twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. So it's a big deal in our house.
Yeah.
You're giving life. It's like insurance, right? You donate your blood once a year, then you've got access to that blood bank.
Yep.
But it doesn't cost you. You're just going to give about 30 minutes time, in a pint of blood.
Yep. And then, they'll send you a letter in the mail, let you know what your cholesterol is. So
yeah, they do that too.
Let you know if you need to work on that. So, they'll give you a little bit of that as well. So go to medicblood.org, try to find a blood drive near you. Right now, I'm pretty sure, and I don't have this information in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that Medic is going to do a draw for 2 Morgan Wallen tickets.
I've heard that.
So donate blood, I think between now and about the end of the month, and you'd be entered in to win 2 tickets to go see Morgan Wallen. So, and that's a hot ticket. So
that is a high-priced hot ticket. You're absolutely right.
So 50-0 is our score here at Wartburg, and I know I didn't expect that to be the case in this game. I thought it would be a lot closer than that, but Coalfield came out to play.
Coalfield came out very focused. They came out very intent on handling their business. They've really been dominant in all aspects of the game, offense, defense, special teams. But as bad as that score looks, right, and as bad as, you say, oh gosh, we're getting, if you're on the Wartburg side, you say we're getting nailed 50-0. I guarantee you, if you watch the video, there's going to be some good things in that video. Coach Gibson always said it's never as bad as it looks. and it's never as good as it looks. And so if you're Coach Napier on the Coalfield side, you're going to look and you're going to correct some mistakes too, because they've had the 30 yards and 35 yards in penalties in the first quarter, those kind of things. So it's never as bad as it looks, and it's never as good as it looks. But if you're the Wartburg guys right now, you're going to have to try to find something to hang your hat on, be a little successful with.
So I want to shout out MBM Heating and Air, sponsoring tonight's game. Get your HVAC service now. They do clean condensing coil, test starting capabilities, adjust blower components, clean condensation drain, test voltage of meters, check proper airflow, and much more. Call 865-771-2620 for MBM Heating and Air as we get set for this kickoff, sponsored by the local 102 of Knoxville, Plumbers and Steam Fitters. And on the return, up to about the 25, will be Kaysen Hutcherson.
I'm going to say that's Kaysen Hutcherson again. He's had several of those returns tonight. Usually positive yardage when he gets his hands on the ball. Number 56, you see kind of walking out there. Young man, Vincent Alfini, got back last week from basic training. He's doing split option with the Tennessee National Guard. He's been 8 weeks over at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, doing Uncle Sam's work, learning how to be a soldier. So he's just gotten back. So
how about that?
Yeah, that's cool.
So we do have a running clock. Swint, handoff up the middle. Looks like Maddox Hutcherson this time.
Positive play.
Yep. Pickup of about 2. Make it 2nd and 8.
Game 2, 2nd and 8.
Caleb Carroll enters the ball game. Oh, looks like we got a diamond set over here.
So 4 wide to the left side of the screen. Here's Swint and just sets up a wide receiver screen to Hutcherson. Hutcherson gets it up to about the 30, so a pickup of about 1.
For those of you who've been around Morgan County for a while, Coach Scott Stevens put this offense in up in Scott County, or no, Scott, excuse me, up in Sunbright years ago. I've seen it a lot, and of course Jesse played quarterback for Coach Scott Stevens, so
makes sense that you're seeing that here.
Yes, it does.
That's the first time I ever saw that.
Oh, really?
With Coach Stevens ran it.
Yeah.
So pistol set again, 2 wide receivers either side. Swint, back to pass, looking for Queenie, and that pass is picked off.
Swint's pass is intercepted by number 4, Jack.
And Jack Treese comes away with that one. And so now Coalfield will take over at, looks like, the Wartburg 37-yard line.
Again in Wartburg territory.
Yep.
They kind of had Landon Queenie bracketed inside, outside, double coverage, but not traditionally high-low double coverage. Kind of some people call it a banjo call right there, but they thought the ball was going there.
So here's the Hammers 1st and 10 for Coalfield. Treese sends Heidel in motion, now rolls to his left, looks downfield, and Burgess is there, and that pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it was. He was open, but then they were able to catch up with him. That would have been a heck of a catch had he made it.
So this quarter moving a lot faster than quarters in the first half with that running clock. And here's that Chuck Fleischman replay for you.
And I tell you, rolling to your left for a right-handed quarterback is not easy. You got to stop and get your shoulders around. Oh, there's Jaden Bunch on the sweep.
Yeah, and Bunch with a lot of running room. He's got the first down and more. Just up the sideline, runs over the tackler, and He's going to be down at
the 3. I'm going to guess the 3 here.
Man, just all that grass in front of Jaden Bunch. And yeah, it's hard to tell, but it looks like he's at about the 3 or 2. Maybe the 2.
I'm going to say he's at the 2. Good camera work right there.
So Hammers first and goal now. Treese, low snap, ball's on the ground, and Treese is going to be sacked. So on the sack there for Wartburg was Austin Beasley, and as soon as Beasley saw that ball on the ground, he took off.
Yeah, bad snap and balls rolling around is never a good feeling for the quarterback.
So now second and goal from about the 12 for Coalfield. Treese takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling to his right and lets it go. That pass is complete. No, it's dropped.
Rolled out. That would have been a heck of a catch.
So Lane Adcock was moving to his left. The ball was behind him, so then he flipped around and almost made that catch.
I think they had a screen pass on the left side. Looked like it. Either they were faking a screen to the left, but which slowed down the pass rush from that side.
It's now third and goal from the 12. Treese fakes the handoff, and now he's going to roll to his right again and lets this one go toward the corner of the end zone, and it is dropped. Had a man there.
Had him. Hit him in the hand.
Yep. Put it where it needed to be, but that pass falls incomplete. I think going for Cruz Shannon that time. Maybe I'll be able to tell on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Yep. Beautiful pass by Treese. Yeah. So Coalfield going to let Treese try a field goal from the left hash. This will be a 30-yard attempt. Snap, set, kick is on the way. That kick is good. So Coalfield leads it now 53-0 with 4:50 left to go in this third quarter.
And it's good. Had plenty of leg.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Kickoff is partially dropped. A flag comes out around where the tackle's made. And that kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers Steamfitters Union in Knoxville.
That was freshman Avery Stafford. Nice return, get upfield, get what you can.
Correction. Isaiah Beasley on the return.
So Coalfield, with a personal foul, will be penalized 15 yards from where the tackle was made.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 44.
And so Wartburg will have a Hammers first and 10 from the 44-yard line.
This is one of those inherited first downs I was talking about.
That's right.
In the first half.
So Swint is going to go under center here in a single back set. Handoff. And good rumble ahead.
I think that was Hooks on the carry.
What are you doing? I got out of class early. Number 12, Austin Beasley on the carry.
Love you.
A gain of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
I believe you're right. I believe it was Trevin Hooks. And single back set again, and same play. And Hooks all the way up to the 40.
He's got a little spark.
Number 24, Trevin Hooks on the carry.
And Wartburg will have a Hammers first and 10.
Offensive line's getting a little push right now. They're starting to get a little bit of rhythm. Now, granted, those are some younger kids in right now. We've subbed pretty liberally on the defense, but you're seeing some push.
And Hooks again on the carry, and again he pushes ahead. Gets across the, looks like 35, down to about the 34-yard line as the third quarter winds down, and we've got a timeout for an injury on the field.
Looks like Rodney Inman down. I didn't see what happened, though.
Grabbing that hammy.
Or if it's a cramp.
Might be.
They're kind of working him like a cramp, aren't they?
Yep. We're going to get him up. Maybe go give him some pickle juice.
The legendary pickle juice. I know some people swear by it.
It's got them electric lights.
Them electric lights, yeah. Papa always liked them electric lights.
Yep. So after that short break, clock starts again. And this time is Maddox Hutcherson on the carry. He pushes ahead close to the first down marker. And that might be the last play of this third quarter.
Yeah, it's at 17-16. And they're not moving at a really quick pace out of the huddle. Oh, they're coming on over.
Yeah, that's got to be the end of this third quarter. So that was a fast third quarter. Clock ran all the way through, and Coalfield tacks on a three-pointer to increase the lead to 53-0 at the end of the third quarter on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Apparently, Wartburg took a timeout. And so this will be the final play of the third quarter. And I can tell you that timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out the new store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville. Open for business.
We got the Sunbright Diamond again.
Low snap. Swint has to pick it up off the ground. Has one-on-one coverage, and that pass is complete for a touchdown.
It's complete.
Ian Francis.
Ian Francis, touchdown.
Went up for it. Really good coverage by Lane Adcock. But Francis and Adcock both had a hold of it, and in that case, it always goes to the offense.
Yeah, tie goes to the runner, like in baseball.
And that was a low snap. Swint just picked it up off the ground and went to the man on the island. And you can see Adcock had great coverage on that. And the ball just went through his hands, and Francis, with wonderful concentration, able to haul that one in. So now, on to attempt the extra point is Cooper Luttrell. And the snap is the snap set, kick is up, it is good. So just like that, that's going to end our third quarter with Wartburg on the board. It is now Coalfield 53, Wartburg 7 on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the Week. Wartburg getting set to kick this one off. Kickoff's brought to you by the Local 102, Plumbers Steam Fitters Union in Knoxville. For more information on that, go to ualocal102.org. And a member of the United Association reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. So let's, while we're waiting on this kickoff, let's get a scoring update.
Wartburg's taking a little bit long in that kickoff huddle. I wonder if we got an onside or some kind of something going on there.
Last update we have for Powell and Anderson County, 8:54 left to go in the third quarter. Powell's put one on the board. It's now the Mavericks 14, Powell 10. So Wartburg doesn't look like they're going to set up for an obvious onside kick, but Coalfield's got everybody up close. Yeah, they're expecting it.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances, are they?
Avery Stafford set the kick.
I got 2-0 for the loss.
So here is that kickoff. What are they going to do? And that's going to be a high spinner, and it will hit the ground and bounce, and will be downed at the 20-yard line. So good play by Hayden Hedrick to just make sure he got on top of that one.
Get possession. We went up to Oneida. This is Larry Davis, head coach, and we had a pooch kick like that over on the sidelines, a little tighter to the line. And our kids would run down and yell, get away, like it was a punt or something. And you can see the coaches there at Oneida yelling at their kids, get away. And we ran down and jumped on the ball. It was our ball, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Little gamesmanship right there.
Yeah. So now Jack Treason taking Big Brother's duties, and now look at this.
He's going.
Hayden Hedrick with the sideline, and he makes it into the end zone. That is an 80-yard touchdown run.
80 yards.
Wow. Coalfield puts another one up, 59-7 now.
Pretty dominant performance tonight by Coalfield. once he broke the line of scrimmage, he just had a seam.
Yep.
And they weren't going to catch him.
So now, this is something Coalfield's run into before with brother Luke, as Luke was the kicker before Jack got to high school, and he wears a kicking shoe. So you run on offense and lead your team down for a touchdown, and then you got to go change your shoe, and you got to do that quickly before the play clock runs out. But 60-7 is your score here at Wartburg on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
So back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. It took Coalfield one play to get down the field.
Still coaching. I love to see that. They're still coaching over here. And that's what you got to do. You know, it's a long season.
Don't want to point out the background music too much, but that was Twisted Sister with We're Not Going to Take It. You know, that was our class song, class 2007 at Wartburg. We felt like we had a lot of changes that we didn't really like while we were in high school. And so it was suggested by one of our classmates that would be the class song, and everybody was like, that's perfect, let's do it. So here's the kickoff. It goes out of bounds this time.
Way out of bounds, yeah.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
First and 10 from the 35.
So I do want to say this. If Wartburg fans are still tuned in, don't be too discouraged by this loss, because, and I tried to say it before the game, there were a lot of people that had this upward enthusiasm about this Wartburg team, and there's good reason to have that enthusiasm. There's a lot of excitement. These guys are working hard, and Coach Gibson's got them believing. They've got a big coaching staff. There's a lot to like about what's going on at Wartburg right now. But this Coalfield team has been angry for 9 months, waiting to get back onto the field. It's bad to open up the season with this particular Coalfield team, as on this Hammers 1st and 10, the ball hits the deck, and Swint is taken down for a loss, and he's a little bit slow to get up.
No, he's down.
And we've got a flag now.
I wonder what that's about. I was watching the replay.
Where it is, based on where it is, I'm guessing it's going to be like unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe for some jawing.
Somebody said something.
Yeah.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs.
Oh, that's 15 yards from that spot. May go half the distance there. I never really understood when that happens. But.
Now in at quarterback for the Bulldogs, number 3, Ian Francis.
But yeah, I mean, there's good reason to be excited about this Wartburg team, and this game right here is not going. It's not going to define the season, or it shouldn't. And
it shouldn't define exactly.
And that's what these players need to understand too. This game right here should not define the rest of your season. You go up from here.
Well, exactly.
So here's Francis in at quarterback, and another flag comes out.
Hey, guess what?
He's on the quarterback keeper.
Play again.
Ball ball's on the, let's see, the ball is on the 15-yard line, and they got to make the 45. Ouch.
Ooh, yeah. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook for second and 30.
Face mask
Oh.
against Coalfield.
Well, that's going to help, though.
That's going to help right there. Yes. Yes, it is.
Personal foul? Yes.
Okay, so
it's second down.
Yes.
They don't give you the automatic first in high school.
No.
But yeah, so instead of second and 30, it's like second and 13.
It's second down and 12.
France is still in at quarterback. Sends that 4 wide set to the left. Drops back to pass, looking. Now he's got to step up in the pocket. He's under pressure. He will keep it, and
Number 3,
good pickup of about 7, I believe.
Yeah, not a bad pickup. Getting flushed out of the pocket. I'd like to see a little better ball security when he decides to pull it down and run.
Yep.
He's got it in one hand, and that's always cringy. 5 points of contact. The coaches will work on that this week, I'm sure.
Yep, 3rd and 5 is what we are looking at.
That's always talked about for weeks. He plays some golf when we go to it. He's a stud. Yeah, he loves it too.
Everything he's done, man. I mean, like,
how did Tommy feel?
Have you played golf with him?
Yeah, all the time. That's what I'm going to teach him.
He stripes it, dude. I mean, it's crazy. He said he's been struggling a little bit.
The last couple rounds was not good.
And Francis almost looked like they were trying to set up an option play,
Number 3, Ian Francis.
but didn't.
No, it looked like the back may be trying to get in pitch position. I think he was just trying to get out and lead block, maybe.
So now
4th down.
Yep, Wartburg's going to send the punt unit out. Let's see, let's check flash replay.
Just got outnumbered at the point of attack right there. Oh, another bad snap.
Boy, that's something else you're going to have to work on. And so Coalfield's going to have a Hammers 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line. A Hammers 1st and goal.
About the 7, maybe 8-yard line, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
He wasn't near tall enough to grab that one in. There's Jeremiah Duncan trying to get what he could.
Under 3 minutes left to go in this one. Jack Treese coming out. Quarterback for this Coalfield team. Quarterback of the future. Brother Luke, a senior this year.
Yep.
Hayden Hedrick gets the handoff, and Hedrick is gobbled up. Not a big gain there.
Looked like Alfini on this tackle pretty well. A whole host of Bulldogs. Getting ready to go under 2 minutes. Coalfield taking their time.
Treese again. Hedrick to his left, sends a man in motion. And runs the end around. And that's Cameron Greer.
Cameron Greer on the carry. Brings up 3rd down and goal.
And they're going to Greer the, looks like 6. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6 for Coalfield. 1.5 minutes left to play in this game.
Wartburg trying to keep him out of the end zone one more time. I think we got pretty much the JV squad in for the Yellow Jackets right now. And you want those guys to get this game experience too.
Trees dropping back to pass, looks at the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Trying to hit James Belize. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like we're going to try a field goal.
Ooh, it was there.
Yeah, it was there. It was closer than I thought it was on watching it live. Timeout? No.
Your Bulldogs travel this week. They'll play at Harriman next Friday night. On my open date.
So that's going to be the last play of the game.
Yeah, they're going to let it roll.
Okay. So Coalfield comes into the Hoot Bowl and gives Little Hoot, an introduction into Morgan County football. And there's going to be a lot that needs to be working on for this Wartburg team. And if you're Coalfield, you're going back, you're going to watch this film too, and you're going to see, like in the first quarter, the 30-yard penalty. You can't have that. But one thing is for sure, Coalfield has shown that they are ready to compete in single A this year.
You know, Aaron, one of the things I saw on their roster when I was, prepping for tonight, they've got 17 linemen on that roster, and ranging, seniors all the way down to freshmen. That tells you they've got a lot of depth, and for a single A football team to carry legitimately 17 linemen, that's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. And Coalfield, I think since I've been alive anyway, known for having a big, strong offensive line, defensive line. It's something that community prides itself on.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And, and over the years, they've been really big. Last year, they weren't as big. They were a little younger. And, there were folks saying, well, this isn't really the Coalfield team we're used to. I think we've got the Coalfield team that we're used to right here.
I would say so. Anchored by Mason Smith. Yeah, I think this is Coalfield's way of coming out, and as someone sent a text message to Brad, said Coalfield's sending a message. I think that's exactly what they were doing tonight.
I totally agree. Now on the Wartburg side, you got things to work on, but you always got things to work on. More importantly, though, you've got to get your guys together. You got an extra day because you're playing on Thursday, so you've got an extra day to get ready for Harriman next week. So that's the positive is you've got time to fix some things. And so, now as an old coach told me one time, you know what's wrong now, you got to go fix it.
That's right. So back to the drawing board for Wartburg. Just in that first quarter, you have like 6 plays, maybe 6 offensive plays.
Yeah.
So I mean that's hard. So Coalfield came out and they scored, and then they got that onside kick, and that kept Wartburg's offense off the field, and that really set the tone for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think there was some gamesmanship going on there. Coalfield said, "Hey, we're going to kick this thing, and we're going to kick it up in high gear," and the onside kick worked. There's Coach Napier talking to his guys, but they really decided that they were going to make things happen. And hats off to Coach Napier and his coaches. Matt Smith and Beefy, Wilson, and those guys, all those guys do a great job. So, they had a great game plan, came out and really made it happen tonight.
So we're going to go off the air here in just a little bit. I want to give you a scoring update. Anderson County scored again. With 6:34 left in the third quarter, it's the Mavericks 21 over Powell 10. McMinn County has scored again. Towards the end of the third quarter, it's the Cherokees 16-6 over the Bradley Central Bears, the defending 6A state champs. And that's at Bradley Central.
That was at Bradley Central, yes.
So
I saw the McMinn County coach on the E2 Sports highlight show, coaches show Saturday,
Yeah.
And he's just a hard-nosed coach, and I'm sure he went down there with the intention, hey, we're going to run the ball, we're going to push it and make things happen.
And it looks like Powell has just scored. Deuce Rogers has thrown a touchdown pass. So giving you a live update on that score, it is 21-17 with 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. So
that's going to be a tight ball game.
That is a good one. So we're going to be back at it tomorrow, and it is a rematch from the very last game we had last season between South Pittsburgh and Oliver Springs. And I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. 5-star preps Jesse Smithy has picked Oliver Springs to win that game.
I saw that today when I was prepping for that game tomorrow. I looked at that and I said, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and there's a really good reason for him to pick that, and we'll talk all about that tomorrow in tomorrow's pregame. So that game kicks off at 7. We'll have pregame that game kicks off at 8. We'll have pregame at 7:30. BBB Communications, check us out on Comcast channel 1086. Still strange to say, but anyway, we've given you our final thoughts on this one. Football season is officially here. We're excited about it. We'll be back tomorrow. For Dan Shoemaker, Brad Jones, our camera guys, this is Aaron Harvey saying so long, folks.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities. I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2023 Ford Expedition Limited 4x4 $67,950, 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor SVT $41,950, 2023 Ford Escape ST Line $28,940. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.